Okay, so this is your boy, Black Cat 975, your favorite cat, coming back at you here. So I've been away for a while, so I apologize about that. But today we're going to be starting to do some reviews again over gameplay. Now this is my gameplay, and I've been away for a good while, so I'm not that good anymore. But I thought this would be a really good match here to go over for very new players. Simply because of how I handled the situation and how the opponent handled the situation on this match here. So let's get right into this. I do have this pulled up here, so let's begin here. We're just gonna start this off. So as you right here, if you're a new player, this is one of the biggest things you want to work on. Is who am I facing? Understanding the characters that you're fighting make a big difference. This is, Olgrim, he uses a rocket lance and a axe, and I'm right here as Black Cat, obviously playing as Wu Shang, which is gauntlets and a spear. So we already know, what weapons are being used, but also knowing the SIGs that both characters use does play a part in how this match will go. So let's begin here.
One brawl.
So I take off control of the middle right here and get a good hit in. I think I shouldn't have went towards that. So getting the weapon first is always nice. Any extra damage you can get is really good. And right here at the beginning, I can see that he is using a lot of signatures. Very grounded player, but a lot of signatures coming out. That's a really good string right there. If you're playing a left, beginner, getting your hits in there. Very standard string four lanes, hitting those kind of strings. So I want to pause here and say I understand how the lance works. So it works in these like vertical lines of attack and these four like diagonal lines of attack. So I have more of a double punch that goes in a straight line. So that's what we're trying to use to combat this in this situation here. Right there, that's a mistake by me jumping into that, not being patient. As you can see here, again, getting caught into that, but we're getting a nice recovery now. I consider it a folly of the lance, at least at lower levels, that above them is kind of weak. So here I start using the tools to my advantage. This is actually why I decided to use this one as a tester of sorts. As you see here, we've gotten many hits with using the items that are in the match there. So that's very important when you're at the lower levels. Understanding that there's more to it than just smashing around and really trying to use everything that you can to your advantage. Right here I see a bomb. I tried to think he was going to jump, but he didn't jump. And right there, let's back that up a little bit. So right here you're going to see him use a signature right here. And you see I'm jumping already, because this is the part about knowing your opponent's signatures and knowing your opponent's, what their character does. Right here I'm jumping up because I already saw him throw out that neutral signature, I believe it is, earlier here. So I'm going for straight up because I know this is coming, and as you see here, obviously it is coming. So I play a little bit more, and I get away from that. This allows me to obviously stay alive. That would have killed me. And it's always, survival is one of the best ways to get extra damage. What we want to do here is get this stock and his life here, if you want to call it that, and kill it off so that we can try to gain an advantage going into the next stock. That's the ultimate point of your first stock. So right there, he comes in too far, gets baited, and I knock him back off the platform pretty far. And there he goes. So that was simply him rushing in and doing like a lot of low level people would do. They will rush at you, and with the spear in particular, does have some very fast signatures typically, depending on which character you're playing. So I just pre-planned for him to run, and then that worked out as a read, I guess. Alright, now this is where it gets interesting because I'm pretty low here, into the red. But what we're trying to do here is be very careful. As you see, I'm trying to walk around the signatures and around the lance, trying to get as much damage in as possible. Still alive here. Pretty lucky actually to not have died. If I would have been on like shipwreck and got knocked to the top corner anywhere else on this map, like down or anything, would have killed me. So we get another nice signature as he's running in. You don't want to just be running in at your opponent like that without an idea of how to attack and be first to get the hit. Here I'm trying to pre-plan some stuff as far as getting hits, trying to stay very active again with the throwing here. This gives me range. That was a bad throw, by the way, but that gives me some range that I don't normally have completely at that distance, like when you have like a blaster or something. Right there's a really good dodge. You always have to kind of read your opponent, and he's very readable in that sense. It does get the knockout there. As I said, the axe is a very heavy weapon, so it does get knockouts pretty early. But look at the stock advantage we get out of this. Again, he's running in, and we're punishing that. Again, he's just spamming around trying to hit, and understanding how your opponent's weapon works and how it really sends out its attacks makes a big difference here. Again, baiting him to the other side. He gets a nice throw there, and that's really what he needs. But like I said, I was able to get up next to him because he had no weapon, and he was in the middle of the throw. And there you go. Now, again here, as you can see, I don't have a spear in my hand at the moment, at least. There we go. But as you can see there, I was saying very passive. There's no reason to be aggressive here. You're winning. There's no reason to be really aggressive here, other than you're trying to take the least amount of damage while giving out the ultimate amount of damage, obviously. Being very patient here, looking for an opening. Using the gauntlets there to try and get the opening is very smart as well. Now I went for a double sig there. It was not very smart. No reason to throw out 2 sigs at once. Alright, so we get some nice unarmed damage. Don't be scared to go unarmed from this stuff either. I'm telling you, some of your best combos will come off unarmed. Now he gets a very nice kill here. Didn't read that correctly, and I fell right into it. You have to be thinking again of what the person's doing, what their signature will do. Because a smarter player would have definitely not been hit with that more than likely. Alright, so he's very slow. I'm trying to stay away from him right here by using the sides right there so I can get his weapon. It does work, but I do take some damage, which is okay at this point. I'm trying to get a signature off there, thinking he was going to run again because he's been running a lot, but it did not work that way. Now here with this, I'm baiting these down ground pounds because by doing that, he's getting stunned for an estimated time. So you want to be very careful with your ground pounds as far as how long you're going to end up on the ground. Here I'm just punishing that because Brawlhalla is very interesting in the fact that it does have those stuns. And then again we get the push off, and that's it. That's it. Nothing fancy, but it's all over. Using the utility there at the end allowed me to get that win. If we back this up just a little bit here. Alright, that's very loud. Alright. Let that play out again. I see a throw here and get behind him, and then there's a throw, and that's it. Very simple, very clean. We're up by yellow, so pretty much a full stock ahead there at the end, just by using our surroundings, understanding the characters we're fighting, and being smart in our movement. Now I do have another review of a match I'm going to do after this one, so please look around for that one too. That one pretty quick as well. But it'll show what real movement looks like and what happens when you start to understand that there's more to the game than just simply attacking and moving forward. So with that, I'm going to end this video here. Thank you all if you watched this to the end, and you all have a great day and happy holidays. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.